Many times when you speak to people, they seem to complain that in a way HaKadosh Baruch Hu is, God forbid, but disconnected from us. And we cannot communicate with God. Of course we can. The question is, do we know how? So I'm going to ask you a question. How do you communicate? How do you think you communicate with HaKadosh Baruch Hu? How do you communicate with God? Any ideas? Sam?
Prayers.
Prayers. That's how you communicate with God. Prayers. Look at the type of communication when you pray. Okay? Imagine we are talking now. You and I were talking. And I would say to you, listen, Avram, I need you to give me some money. And hold on one second. Let me just look at my list here. I need you to give me some money. And also give me some rain. I need food. Make me a couple of sandwiches, please. Build me a house, and so on and so forth. Give me. Do for me, right? And then I'm going to say, man, we communicate well, don't we? This is not communication, it's a list of requests. That's communication. How do you think you communicate?
You just talk to Hashem just like that.
Talk to Hashem just like that.
I mean, like, as if you would to a person.
As if you would talk to a person. Most of us don't even know how to talk to other people. I'm going to tell you the following. I don't want to go each and every one. So, you have an idea, Moshe?
First, I want to say first be one with yourself before you communicate with God.
That's a good answer. Be first one with yourself. That's a good answer. That's something very interesting. I would tell this to all the doctors. Before you go touch other people, start learning about your own body. Start learning something about yourself. Very interesting. You want to say? No? Okay. How about you, Alex? Okay, I'm going to tell you this. We are all a part of creation, God's creation. Us, the world, the universe, stars, trees, everything. We are part of God's creation. And we are all bound by the laws of creation itself. And what are the laws of creation?
Nature?
Yeah, physics, nature. The laws that are confined with the four-dimensional world that we are confined by, which is the three dimensions that we have and time. We are all confined by that. We can break those laws. However, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not confined by those restrictions, nor any other restrictions. So how do I communicate with something like that? How does a two-dimensional creature communicate with a three-dimensional creature? I mean, you're missing out tremendously. Can you communicate with an amoeba? Or could it communicate with you? You could see her, or it. It cannot see you. So in order to do so, we need to maybe understand what was this purpose of this creation. The purpose of this creation is why HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world. Created the world to be meitiv, to create an opportunity for Him to do good for its createes. Lehitivim abruim. Created this world. He gave us. And how this giving was done through one act or one emotion and one emotion only. And is the emotion of
love?
No, yeah, don't be shy, yes, the emotion of love. The emotion of love is so unbelievable that the first commandment or the first mitzvah that a child says, which is the Kriyat Shema at night, after he makes the statement that God is one, then he is committed to his first mitzvah. And the first mitzvah is Ve'ahavta et Hashem Elokecha. And you should love God. After you recognize that he is God, now you need to love him. It doesn't say in the Torah anywhere, as far as I remember, you should speak to God, you should pray to God, you should give to God. It says, and you should love God. That's the first mitzvah. Therefore, we communicate through HaKadosh Baruch Hu, or with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, through love. Think about that. The whole creation is an act of love. Not an act of selfishness. Love and selfishness are complete opposites. You tell me love and hate, I'll tell you love and selfishness are complete opposites. The whole entire world is based on love. Love is how we create a way to communicate with something greater than us. Love has no boundaries. Love has no race. Love has no sex. As we explained yesterday, you can love another man. Unfortunately, the word love is always associated with a sexual act. However, it's far from it. Love is one with another person. I feel one with him. Most people don't feel one with the person they're sleeping with. I feel one with the person. That's love. And that's why the first word after Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, Echad is one. They share the same numerical value. One in love. You communicate with love, or the way to communicate with love is greater than any dimension. If I am here and my wife is in a different room, I still love her. She could be in a different country, and I still love her because I feel one with her. So love is beyond space. It could be far removed. Don't just love the one you're with. Love in general. Continue. Love is above time as well. If it's very difficult for our mind to see those things, but I can only imagine if we would be able to look at ourselves in a time dimensional, or we would live constantly what we would see. A four-dimensional world, we would not look as figures. We would probably look like straight lines or something like that. Straight lines with maybe different color coding as we go. That if you condense it, you get the figure. But when you stretch that figure, you get these like lines. And we're above time. How? You can love somebody who died. He's already dead, 30 years ago. You still love him. You feel connected. You feel one with him. That's why you come and you say Kaddish. You can love a person you haven't seen before in your life. For example, your child. You love this little baby he's there. You've never seen him before. You don't know. Maybe he's ugly. But you love him. And as soon as you see the baby for the first time, the great love of your life, you said Bracha Shechiyanu or whatever, right? How can you love somebody you didn't see? That's exactly what it is. You feel one. That baby represents that oneness, supposedly, that you felt with your wife. That baby is the manifestation of that oneness. So that's one. And you should one. Don't call, and you should love your fellow Jew like you love yourself. And you should be one with your fellow Jew as you are with yourself. You should be able to see that he's a person just like you. He's important just like you. And if he's important just like me, it's not all about me. It's about the us. Then you're building a good society where everybody is truthfully equal in terms of the importance. However, they share different tasks and different jobs. That's where we can function. Hate is the complete opposite. Hate is destructive. That's why, excuse me, you're not going to find anywhere in the Torah a mitzvah to hate anyone, including Amalek. You're supposed to erase its memory, but you're not supposed to hate. It's not mitzvah to hate. Because hate is the anti of this universe. It destroys, it burns, demolishes everything. Whether you hate a shul that you hate, the city, the country, the state, or yourself, becomes destructive. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu does not want us into us. He doesn't even want a smidgen of hate inside of you. He wanted all to be one big act of love, that emotion of giving, constructive, to be able to give from yourself to others. So if you feel disconnected from God, it's not because you don't put that feeling right. It's not because there is a hole in your mezuzah. It's not because of anything. It's simply because you don't know how to love. If you want to communicate with God, love, give, build. Try to make good for people. I didn't say appease. Good. So people will have a better way of life, a better place to pray, a better life. Give from yourself. Why? Because you love the person that you are now is in front of you. Why? Because love is the most natural thing in this world. That's the power. Love is the power in which this world was built. This is how you communicate. You tap into this energy of love, and this is how you communicate with God. Try it. Won't fail.